Hello, I am Graeme Codrington from TomorrowToday, and I'm looking forward to being with you at the HRO Summit Singapore in 2012. We live in an increasingly complex age, with turbulence and uncertainty being the new norms. You could say that the world has turned upside down. And this is my favorite world map. I have a copy of this in my office to remind me of the fact that the world is upside down right now, and nobody knows the rules for success and failure as we approach more change than we've ever seen before. The locus of power has shifted from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean countries and will continue to shift in many different ways. Half of the world is in economic downturn, the other half is still booming, and people are moving around. This, of course, provides immense opportunities and threats to those who are in any field related to people. HR, resourcing, recruiting, outsourcing, whatever involvement we have with people, we're discovering that we are at the center of this global economic change. So what we're going to do in my session and in the time that we spend together in Singapore is have a look at some of the forces that are driving this change. I know that it's tempting to jump right in and ask, what do we do about it? But we actually have to step back first and ask what it is. We have to understand the forces that are going to disrupt this world that we find ourselves in. We need to lift up the horizon just a little bit and look into the next few years. What's going on? What's going on in the world? What's going on in your region? What's going on in your country and the industry that you serve? And then what's going on for us? What are some of the opportunities and threats that we can take advantage of over the next few years? My team and I have a research team that looks at these global trends. We've identified 5 key disruptive forces. We call them the TIDES of change. And we're going to look at these 5 forces in my session. Very simply, they are technology, institutional change, that's got to do with changes to the very structures of our industry, the rules for success and failure. The D stands for demographics. That's an obvious one for us to have a look at in the people space. Then we look at the environment, and finally at shifting social values. These 5 forces, we believe, will account for most of the change that we should expect to see over the next 3 to 5 years, and will be key inputs into you making strategic successes of your businesses. We'll look at some examples of companies that have understood these shifts and are beginning to adjust how they deal with the people in their business. And of course, we'll have a look at some of the opportunities that you have to take this information and really build success into your business plan for the next few years. I'm excited to be with you to impart some of the insights that my team have developed over the last few years, and of course to learn from you as we explore this new, uncertain and turbulent world together.